Hello, this is Pikachu, video game collector / voice actor fan and all of that stuff. Welcome to another video games pickup video, this time for May of 2023. If you're wondering why I'm doing this much more earlier than usual, normally I would do these in the next month or towards the end of the month. Well, it's because I'm not really sure if I'm going to get much else in this particular month. And yeah, that's basically really the point. Of course, my birthday is also coming up very, very soon in June. In fact, just a couple of days, to be honest, in June 2nd. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm not sure what I'm planning on doing, but we'll find out soon enough, maybe. So, this is, of course, the pickups video. I've got quite a few stuff in this bag and some other stuff, the board games at the top there, which you've probably already seen, and a couple of Pokemon stuff, or 2 Pokemon stuff anyway. So, let's get started with the assortment of random gubbins in this bag, which there is quite a lot, from 2 particular places I went to, and I scored pretty big. So, I'm just going to pull any random stuff out of this bag. So we begin with a bunch of random game show DVD games, beginning with Bullseye, the Upstarts version from 2005, which I do remember having back in the day. Essentially, I think this was more of an adaptation of their board game version that also came out around this time. So inside you have the instructions and all of that. We have the Volume 4, the 4th edition of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, the Family Entertainment Edition, complete with a nice sparkly Everyone Loves DVD sticker on there. So yeah, I've actually got quite a couple of these millionaire games. In fact, I've got pretty much nearly all of the DVD games now, except for the 6th one. So maybe I could get that in the future, maybe not. It'll depend on if I'm interested in it or not. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? The 2nd edition. Seems like it must have come from, I think, Blockbuster originally, maybe, from that sticker. And Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? The 1st one. Yeah, not much else to say. And over there, I do also have the 3rd and the 5th edition on that pile. So that means I now have pretty much nearly all of them now. Again, except for the 6th, as I've already mentioned. So maybe I might pick that one up someday. And lastly, Teleaddicts, the 2nd edition, the multiplayer family edition of Teleaddicts. So it's basically asking a bunch of questions based on random TV shows and stuff. With Noel Edmonds, a person who we don't really see much of these days, or at least I haven't heard of him for bloody years now, ever since Deal or No Deal ended. We have our first game of this video, Point Blank on the PS1. And it's complete as well, it does have the manual. I do actually remember having a lot of fun playing this in the arcade, or rather the pub that this used to be in, because they actually had this at the pub and it was always a lot of fun getting to play this game. I know there's 2 others on the PS1 as well, there's a bit more sought after. Trials Fusion, the Awesome Max Edition. So there's a bunch of content on this one, of course. It's had a sticker on saying no DLC, so obviously it's not going to come with any of that. Or it's probably expired either way, I don't know. We have the Hasbro Family Fun Pack on the PS4, like this one, with 4 games, Boggle, Trivial Pursuit Live, mostly the reason I picked this up, Monopoly Plus, and Risk. So again, mostly picked this up for Trivial Pursuit. Complete again. I think all of these games are actually complete, so I won't keep saying complete all the time. Sengoku Basara, Samurai Heroes, a very Dynasty Warriors-esque game for the folks at Capcom. This is also on the Wii as well, I think, actually. and Ratchet & Clank Tools of Destruction, or Ratchet & Clank Future Tools of Destruction, as it's called in the US. Then we have SpongeBob SquarePants Series Season 2 on DVD, which was nice, very nice to come across this one at the CEX. I saw this in. And then we have another Tony Hawk game to go in the collection. This is the first Underground. I do have the second one on PSP. And it is complete with everything. The manual, the promotional leaflet, the BT thing, and the promotional stuff in there. Next up, we have two random Wii games. Wheel of Fortune. Bit interesting this one came over here, because it's based off the US version with Pat Sajak and Vanna White back then, not the UK one. With Nicky Campbell and Bradley Walsh as well later on. So yeah, a bit interesting that this randomly came over here in the UK. I do like a bit Wheel of Fortune, so it's not one you see every day. Poképark Wii to go with the other Poképark game, Poképark 2. I've actually switched the case out for this because the case was a bit dirty when I first picked this one up. So it is nice to have this as part of my ever-growing Pokemon collection. And all... I'll move back to the PS2 for a bit. Trivial Pursuit Unhinged. It's Trivial Pursuit on your PlayStation 2, and it is supposedly unhinged. Although apparently you can only play the unhinged game if you have two controllers, which that kind of sucks, because it's like the main point of this. Buzz the Hollywood Quiz in a very nice red case. And another Buzz game on PS3, Quiz TV, which I had no idea they actually still kept making Buzz games on the PS3. I thought they was just on the PlayStation 2, but no, apparently there's a couple of these on the PlayStation 3 as well. Of course, I'll need to get the Buzzers one day to play these, as they are required. The first Motorstorm, I've got the Motorstorm Apocalypse one. And I've also got the one on PSP. What is the one? Arctic Edge on PSP. So yeah, this is another one to go with the Motorstorm. And it is in very, very nice condition, actually. Nearly done in this bag. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2 on the PlayStation 3. Of course, released on a bevy of different consoles, but this is the main version. Of course, for the PS3, Xbox 360, maybe the PC as well. Did it come out on PC? Not entirely sure. Got the first one on PlayStation 2. On the DS, Drawn to Life, the SpongeBob SquarePants edition. So you get to create your very own character and go on a platforming adventure to stop DoodleBob from causing mischief in Bikini Bottom. So it's got the menu and advert for other THQ games. Tony Hawk's Downhill Jam on the DS. Of course, I have it on PS2. We used to have the Wii version, but then I sold that one off for the PS2 version. I might try and get American Skateland one day, because that's on the DS, and there's also Proving Ground as well. And also the motion game, but we don't talk about that one. And lastly in this bag, it's more Buzz with Master Quiz on PSP. which I do remember having back in the day and enjoying this one a lot. So I'm very happy to have this one back in the collection. And again, in very nice condition. And then we have the 3 other board games and the other Pokemon stuff. So first up we have is Pointless, which I got from the Works for £18. Pointless is of course the game show with Alexander Armstrong, Richard Osman, where you need to find the pointless answer to win the game. And you even get a replica Pointless trophy as well. So it's very nice to see this one. Trivial Pursuit, the Genus Edition. I think this is from the 2001 version of that game. Complete with a bunch of different cards and stuff with questions and stuff like that. It's not complete though, it's got some of the scoring tokens missing, but I think my mum's bought some off eBay. And one that I was very chuffed to find to go with the 2nd edition of Millionaire, we have the Junior Edition, found in a charity shop for £2. It says that it includes the instruction leaflet from the Adult Millionaire, which conveniently is from that version. So that means that is complete. It's a bit of rough condition. I think one of the sides is ripped actually. Yes, that side is ripped. Which is very unfortunate, and that's also a bit ripped on there as well. But it is complete. It does have the cards and everything, which I'm not going to take out, because otherwise it'd be taking forever to get everything back in. And finally, the random Pokemon stuff. So we got a cute little Shobble, which I found from W.H. Smith shop. They just had a couple of Pokemon stuff there. And a little Pikachu pillow thing, which is very nice to go with my other one that is over there, currently crowded with all the other Pokemon stuff. So there you have it. That is my video game pickups video for May of 2023. Sorry for the random jump cut there, but I think I heard my brother get out of the bath. So that's why I've got to basically just get this video done as quickly as possible before he comes back up. So anyway, thank you for watching this video, and until then, I will see you next time.